Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today I'll be showing you how to do standard form in maths. So I've already written down some of the calculations on how to do it, and I'll be explaining it. So I'll be doing a short video on how to do it. So for instance, let's take 10 times 10 to the power of 3, because all standard form is timesing a number by always 10 to the power of something to get another number. Or you don't actually have to times it by 10. Sometimes you can do a number and turn it into standard form, and then the answer would become something times 10 to the power of something. So for example, you've got 10 times 10 to the power of 3 equals 10,000. Start off easy. So 10 to the power of 3 equals 1,000 times 10 equals 10,000. So that's easily understandable. So if we go on to something harder, so we've got this number here, 3.982671120 times 10 to the power of 7. 10 to the power of 7 equals 10 million, and then 10 million times this number equals 39,826,711.2. If it was 10 to the power of 8, there will be no decimal point. For example, if it was 10 to the power of 6, it will be 3,928,982,711.12. So you should get the idea there. So also you could do negative numbers. For example, 4.2976 times 10 to the power of minus 5 equals this here, 0.4042976, because 10 to the power of minus 5 equals 0.40 after the decimal point 1. For example, if it was minus 7, it would be 0.60 after the decimal point 1. It's all 10 always goes before the decimal point, like that, and the rest of them go after. So if it was 100, for example, it will be 0.9901. So because it's 10, it's 1. If it was another number, it would be something else. So once you times them, you get that as the answer. Also, you can get a single number. For example, 2,976 is 2.976 times 10 to the power of 3, because you've got 4 digits, and in order to make this right, it's always the first digit that goes before the decimal point, and then the rest go after. And then you have to do times 10 to the power of 3, only because there are 3 that go after the decimal point. For example, I've got another one here. I've got this number, which is 3,965,000,000, which equals 3.965 times 10 to the power of 9, because when there are loads of zeros like this, you do up to where there are no zeros, 3.965 times 10, but then you have to count all of these as well, excluding the first digit. Just count all of those. If it was something like, I can do another one just now, 2, 7, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 0, 0. That equals, I'll just do the important ones, the harder ones, in red, so it's easily visible. This equals 2.756712000. times 10 to the power of, so this equals 2.7567120 times 10 to the power of 8, because you've done all the decimal point, which the numbers before the decimal point, which are there, as you've taken the first digit and put it at the front, and then you have to do times 10 to the power of 8 because there are 8 digits before. But you don't actually have to put those 2 zeros there. You can if you want, but it's probably better not to. So these 2 here, you might not have to put them there, but you can if you want, if it's simpler to you. So I've got another one just here, this one, which is not harder as such, but it looks it. So what you do is you do 10 times 10 to the power of minus 8, which is 0.701, and because there's 0.08, you have to put an 8 at the end. If it was 0.09, you put a 9, and so on. For example, if it was 0.02, you put a 2, or 2.1, you might put a 2.1 at the end there. But because there are 2 zeros there, you add another 2. So here are 10 zeros there after the decimal. 3, 6, 9, 10. So 0.08 times 10 to the power of minus 8 is really saying 8 times 10 to the power of minus 10. So you take the first one from there and you put it there to get the 0 before the decimal, and then you put 10 before because you do 10 to the power of minus 10, and then you put the 8 because of there. So now hopefully you understand this, and if you want to do, for me to do any more of this standard form, if you want, just put anything in the comments section. And yeah, like and subscribe and turn on the notifications, and I'll see you next time.